Shalom, Shalom Israel. So, first and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BASHAM, RAKWAH, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom to the mighty AHPARYAM, YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawa coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson, it's really, well, one of today's lessons, just going to go into how, in general, well, Slaki, I'm just going to flow through the spirit, but just, there's been a lot of things, that I think about, alright, and I remember that in the scriptures, the Lord said, roughly paraphrasing, take no thought for what you shall say when you're delivered up unto, the judges and whatnot. I forgot the exact saying, but just don't think about what you have to say, how you're going to plead your case or anything like that. The Lord's going to basically tell you, I believe it's in Matthew, exactly what to say or what the thing, if I can find it, because I don't remember the exact wording of it, so I highly doubt I'll be able to find it, but basically, because the Lord's going to put it in your mind, what you need to say, what you have to do or whatever to basically plead your cause, alright? And, that has just made me think about, how and Saki, that's the thing that I need to personally work on, because for me, someone like me, maybe you might suffer from it as well, maybe you might not, but for someone like me, I always like to plan ahead as much as I can. If I ever have any type of information on something, I will try my best, okay, as long as there's no oversights. But that's the thing though, there's always some sort of oversight that I miss, okay, where then, okay, well, my plan, it fell through, it didn't work, or X, Y, and Z happened where I can't execute it all the way, all right? So it's times like that, it's stuff like that that really, it's really, the Lord is trying to basically tell you that you can't make it without me, okay? And even then, all right, because that's a lesson that I had to learn on my own, even then, I had to really understand that it's not something that I can talk my way out of, I can fight my way out of, all right? You have all these brothers that say, oh, I have these, or it's like not even brothers, but Jakes, okay? Because I don't think any brother thinks like that. But you have all these Jakes that say, like, oh yeah, I have a gun, I have all these guns, I have all these food, I'm good for Jacob Shop, I'm good for whatever. If the government tries to pull up on me, I'm gonna handle them this time with their X, Y, and Z. All right. You have all these different things. All right, where you have people that are relying on carnal weapons, as the scriptures say in 2 Corinthians 10 verse 4, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through YAHAWAH. Okay, that's a key word, the key phrase there, where it's mighty only through YAHAWAH. We are mighty, and we are mighty only if the Lord is dealing with us. All right, and the thing is that you shouldn't even really want Esau's blessing, which is the sword, okay, or the modern sword, which is the gun. You shouldn't be wanting that, or you shouldn't be relying on that, because it doesn't matter if you have a rocket launcher, whatever, all right, whatever that is known, whatever you ordered on whatever website that sells guns, maybe Amazon sells guns, I don't know, all right, and that's the reason why that's one of the reasons why I don't like guns, is because just in general, like it's basically like a now obviously if you have a gun, you're allowed to have a gun. You're well within your right. Some of the disciples actually did carry swords with them when they walked with Yahawashi. Only a few of them, I believe. I think it was like 2 or 3, and as a result of that, they weren't wicked. Yahawashi didn't say, "Oh, you guys are gonna rely on weapons, on the sword over me." Like, nah, if you feel like you want to have a weapon, go ahead and have it. But the main thing that I'm trying to get at is that you should not be overly relying on that weapon to deliver you, to save you, to protect you, to help you out in whatever predicament that you're going to be facing. All right, that's basically the main thing that I want to convey to you, where you aren't going to save yourself, you're not going to protect yourself, you're not going to deliver yourself. And even if you have all the training, even if you can have all the diplomacy and talking like, oh yeah, let's not do this, X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, and to talk your way out of any type of situation, okay, all that is meaningless, okay, because the Lord can either put a spear on someone when you're trying to talk peacefully, put a spear on someone to just shoot you, okay, or someone can say, oh, my finger slipped and I just shot this person, all right, or the Lord can make it so that the Lord has made it so that Esau has worse weapons, more dangerous weapons compared to you, okay? The weapons that Esau has are 1,000 times worse, all right? We can't win on our own. We can't win with the We can't win with the weapons that's available to us through Esau's methods, all right? It's only through YAHAWASHI, and that's why it's like you might dread the time of the eventual time of having to be confronted by these centurions, by these whatever. Okay, you might be dreading that, but at the end of the day, it's not for us to really worry about it. Okay, because that's another thing. Let me actually get these precepts actually now that I stopped. Bear with me one moment. Whenever First Peter chapter 5 verse 7. Slacky, it took so long. First Peter chapter 5 verse 7. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Alright? The Lord cares for you. So that's why you have to put all your worry, all your doubt, all that onto the Lord. The Lord is going to handle it. Alright? And sometimes we might have to face some things that are out of our control, or that might be a bit too much for us, but the Lord, faith in the Lord is what's going to get us through it. And even then, Slakia, I wanna apologize at the bare minimum, because I think I've been a bit too optimistic, I guess. And what I mean by that is, when I make lessons, obviously, I definitely want to be honest, but I think the reality of it is that sometimes sometimes the Lord just might put you through some hardships, but even then, I believe that it's primarily for no. You know what, Slakia? I want to take away that apology, because if I'm wrong, if I believe that I'm wrong, then I'm going to admit that I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong, because I think through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, when the Lord is dealing with certain people, when the Lord is dealing with certain people and He, puts a spirit on someone to say a certain thing, it's not in a sense of, oh, there's not. And that's not even what I'm saying. I'm not even saying that, oh, there's not going to be any Jacob's trouble. There's not going to be this, that, and third. I am still saying that, but the thing behind it, what I mean is that, we are going to face certain hardships. Okay, hell, we're going through hardships right now, but sometimes, okay, the Lord might just, show some special favor. Okay, maybe the Lord's going to make it so that you don't have to go through stuff, and that's what I've been saying a bit more recently compared to initially. Because the thing is, the fact of the matter is that the Lord, He's not going to just randomly punish you. He's not going to randomly put plagues and pestilences on you just for being faithful. That is unrighteous. That's genuinely unrighteous. So let me get this. What was it? Proverbs chapter 12, verse 21. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. So that's basically the thing. If you are doing your best, okay, and to take a term from the world, okay, if you're constantly walking on eggshells with YAHAWASHI, and you successfully try to maneuver through those pitfalls, that's where it's like, I mean, is there not some expectations that you can expect that the Lord is going to take care of you? All right, He's going to give you some special favors. He's going to make it so that, let's say, for example, Jacob's trouble is happening. You barely even notice it. You'll be like, oh, Jacob's trouble is happening. Oh, I didn't even know. Okay, or that's all for the 2/3. All right. Even then, I've been seeing so many Israelites. I'm going to end this very soon, but I've been seeing so many Israelites, complaining and saying a whole bunch of stuff. All right, I've been seeing so many Israelites basically condemn themselves, blaspheming the Holy Spirit, and making their election to be destroyed absolute. All right. So that just increases our chances at salvation when more and more of these Israelites are coming out here and then just straight up blaspheming the Holy Spirit. Okay, that's why it's very important for us to keep on trying to stay locked in with Yahawadah. All right, and just don't be worrying about any of that stuff, because if even in the truth, and I know we have some moments of weaknesses, even though we have some moments of weaknesses, we try our best to fight against our flesh. That's going to be the hardest battle, because the Lord's going to fight our battles for us in terms of Esau, Edom, or any fleshly fight. But when it comes to our spirit warring with our flesh, that's something that we are gonna need to win if we want to seek the favor of Yahawadah. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I pray maybe you got a faith boost. This is a faith booster. Pray it motivates you or something like that. I don't know. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawadah, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, Ruach Kodesh, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone of Ball, and Shalom.